Hey, hey, peace and blessings, everyone. I just wanted to come on and talk a little bit about something that's really been brewing in my spirit, and it's emotions. You got me feeling emotions deeper than I've ever dreamed of. Whoa, oh, you. Okay. All right, I am not Mariah Carey, clearly, but anyhow, I just thought, singing is good for your emotions, depending on what you're singing, right? Anyhow, let me stop being goofy. I am reading this amazing book, right? It's called Seed of the Soul. If you have read Seed of the Soul, then you understand how amazing it is. If you haven't read Seed of the Soul, I highly recommend putting it on your reading list. It's a phenomenal book, one that I know I'll probably have to read more than once, more than twice, just because the concepts in it are so profound and so deep, and they so resonate with my soul. It's almost like I have to keep rewinding it because right now I have it on audiobook, and definitely gonna have to be one that I flip the pages through and highlight and come back and read that again. But anyhow, I am on the part where he is talking about intentions and the power of intentions. And I feel like now we've heard a lot of people talk about intentions. I know Oprah is a big fan of Gary Zukav, which is the author of the book, and she's had him on her show several times. And, she talks about how that particular piece on intentions really put her on the trajectory that she's now on, with her show and the way she rearranged her whole, Oprah Winfrey show at the time, but also how she just navigates in her day-to-day life with always setting an intention. So we want to know that that is super important. But I wanted to get into a little bit of my thoughts on why that's so important, because your intentions are really like your concentrated thoughts, right? You're putting something out there. And when we think about thoughts, right, we know that thoughts are energy. If you didn't know that thoughts are energy, now you know thoughts are energy. And thoughts are, we don't see them, right? We don't necessarily feel them, but we know that they're real because we experience them, right? We have this mental body so that we can actually think and experience thought as a being of light, right? So I won't go into too much about the soul and all of that good stuff, maybe in another video, but I just wanted to really kind of hone in on the importance of intention and what we're actually doing when we are setting intentions. And I, came across this information years ago. I can't even remember. It might have been through Wayne Dyer, when I first started to learn about intention and the power of me putting my mind in a focused state to create a certain outcome in the world. And how, when I did that, I saw the evidence of my intentions being manifested. It's like, wow, this really works. And it can work almost instantaneous sometimes. So that's just goes to show you how powerful you are, how powerful your thoughts are, and how powerful your intentions are. So really what we want to do, because we are energetic beings, is to be more mindful of the way we're thinking and the way we're feeling, because our thoughts and our feelings are really bringing towards us the experiences that we have on a day-to-day basis, right? And how we just navigate through the world, right? If you're a person that's always in a lower vibrating state, you're grumpy, you're always complaining, nothing can ever make you happy, then you're attracting more of that energy back to you, because that's what you're vibrating at. That's what you're putting out. That's the signal that you're sending out into the universe. And so by law of attraction, law of vibration, you can't help but have that come back to you. This is universal law. It's not just some woo-woo, law of attraction stuff. Some people are like, yeah. But, when you understand that you're a powerful creator, and that with your thoughts, your concentrated thoughts, with your focused energy, right, that you're taking from here and you're sending out here, what happens is those vibrations get matched, right? And with that matching of energy, things start to come into your space, whether it be positive or negative, depending on how you look at it. It is what it is. The universe is neutral. It only understands and speaks frequency. So you're always going to get to the extent of what you're vibrating at. And sometimes we're vibrating one way on the surface, but underneath we're vibrating a whole different kind of way. And so our primary vibration is what is bringing towards us the things that we experience, right? So I can think all day that I'm positive and I'm great, but inside I feel like my life really sucks and I hate it. You know, what's really my point of attraction is the way I truly feel, not what I say, right? So having that understanding also can help you, you know, when you're looking around and you're seeing the evidence of things that you don't want, things that you don't like, and it's a good opportunity to check in with yourself, like, hey, what's really going on? You know, and sometimes it's doing that deeper inner work, that shadow work, to really bring to the surface how you're really feeling and allowing those parts of you that you hide to come forward so that you can hear them and integrate them and liberate them, okay? So in everything we do, in everything that we do, it's important to set an intention, right? And I know that we're not always conscious of the fact that we're so powerful and that we are shaping our life in every moment with every thought and every feeling that we experience. But I'm here to remind you, and I remind myself on a day-to-day basis. I'm like, okay, Nicole, you know you're powerful. Like, look at this thing. This is manifested for a reason. You need to look at this unpleasant thing and readjust your vibration, readjust what's going on the inside, because on some level, I brought this to myself. I was open to receive this, and I don't see it as a negative thing per se, more so as a way to adjust and to correct how I'm vibrating so I can be, you know, higher, right? Which is my natural state, which is all of our natural state. When we think about children and the essence of children, they just want to play. They just want to have fun. They're loving. They're quick to forgive. They allow their emotions to move through them, right? They don't hold back. If they're angry, you're going to know it, right? But we teach them how to suppress their energy and to suppress their emotions. So that's a learned thing. And then we wonder why we grow up and we're adults and we have all these issues, right? Because we weren't allowed to really express and allow that energy to flow and to move through us. And when we harbor on and hold on to things, that's when we create problems, physical problems, you know, emotional, psychological problems. It's really because we haven't allowed those emotions to really flow. And remember, emotions are energy in motion, and they're designed to flow and to move. We were never meant to hold on to worry or frustration or grief for extended periods of time, because it can really create damage in our being, in our physical bodies as well. Okay, so allow yourself to feel how you feel. Allow yourself to express your emotions in a way that you see is healthy, right? We don't want to harm ourselves and we don't want to harm others. That's not healthy, right? Because we're creating negative karma when we do that. So allow yourself to move through your emotions. And one of the things that I recommend is, of course, I teach Qigong, but Qigong is a powerful way to keep energy moving through your body. And when it deals with emotions, particularly the 6 healing sounds. So where we're using frequency, vibration, to take one level of energy and move it and transform it into another, into a higher space. So that's kind of like inner alchemy, right? So we can take our grief and transform it into courage and inspiration. We can take our fear and transform it into peacefulness. We can take our impatience or our jealousy and transform it into love and joy. And there's a whole, 6 healing sound practice that goes with this. And I'll be happy to make a video that walks you through that process because it's so powerful. And I think, the more tools we have in our energetic tool belt, the better. So this is my mission, is really to help people to be more vibrationally empowered, to vibrate higher, right? Because when you're elevated and you're on elevated emotions and your frequency is high, you're bringing in more goodness into your life. And everybody in your life is going to benefit as a result of that, right? When people are around you and they like being around you, they tell you, hey, there's just something about your energy that makes me feel good. And when nobody wants to be around you, that's not a good thing. Right? So it's kind of like, ooh, check in with yourself. But I just wanted to remind you that at any moment we can choose, right? Because we get to choose our mood, we get to choose our feelings and our emotions. And sometimes stimuli and things come up and we forget that, right? And we go into defense mode and we go into anger mode, or we go into reacting in a way that may not always be the best way, right? And then we apologize later. But to remind yourself to just take a couple deep breaths. When that stressor comes up, just pause and breathe, deep breath in. Allow yourself to sink back into your center. Remind yourself that you are in control of the way you feel. You are in control of your emotions. This person or this situation has only come up to remind you of that, and how you deal with that determines how you're vibrating in that moment, right? And maybe how that other person is going to vibrate. Because when you go into negative space, that person's going to go back into negative space, and then you're just going to be tick for tack back and forth. And, it's hard to resolve a problem when you're in that space and on that level of energy. Okay, so just being reminded that you are an energetic being, your emotions are energy, your thoughts are energy. And when we learn how to replace those lower vibrating thoughts or those lower vibrating emotions with higher vibrating thoughts and emotions, then we can really be empowered. And what happens is we just start to draw more and more high vibrating experiences and situations and people into our space, right? That continues to fortify that energy. And that's what we want to do. So whenever you wake up in the morning, set your intention. How do I want my day to flow? How do I want to feel today? How do I want to navigate through the world? I set an intention when I leave my house to find a great parking space when I go into DC. When I don't set my intention, I usually have trouble. When I do set my intention, I find parks easily. So I know it's powerful. I get reminded of it every day, the power and the importance of setting intention. And just about everything you do. When you go into a meeting, set an intention of how you want that meeting to go. Before you do that presentation, set an intention of how you want that presentation to flow. When I go into healing spaces with my clients, even a massage, I set the intention for me to be able to navigate or channel what this person is needing. What can I do to help this person to shift their energy or to feel better in their body? So I'm setting intentions, especially since being able to be reminded in this book. I've been really working with setting my intentions before I do pretty much anything, right? Even going into meditation, set an intention of how you want to shift, how you want to feel during the meditation, maybe what it is you want to let go of or receive. So intentions are powerful. I've been ranting on for longer than I anticipated. I just wanted to share that with you because it was on my spirit. I hope this video has been helpful. If you would like to know more about some of the practices I talked about in this video, then let me know below in the comments and I'll work on creating another video around that. But I just want to remind you that you are powerful, so powerful that you can shape the energy of the environment around you, right? You have to understand that we are more than these physical bodies, honey. You know, we are soul. We are spirit. And we were gifted these powers for a reason. And it wasn't to use in a negative way, right? Although you can do that, it's your choice. But I feel we were given these powers to empower others, to empower ourselves, but to empower others to be better, to grow, and to elevate and to vibrate on the highest levels possible, because we all win. When we are all vibrating in a higher space, we all win because we're all connected, right? And so then it becomes like a domino effect, right? So when we're experiencing emotions of gratitude, of joy, of appreciation, of love, of compassion, of bliss, you know, we're expanding that energy out everywhere we go. And people feel it. They may not know what they're feeling, but they feel it. And so I feel like, because I know these things, it's my kind of like my responsibility to take control over my energy and my vibration, because I know I'm not only affecting me, I'm affecting everyone around me. I hope you found the video helpful, and we will talk more on this subject later. Oh my goodness, I forgot to mention that I have a workshop that's coming up on May the 5th, Vibrational Empowerment. I'm going to be teaching you techniques for energetic self-defense, energetic self-care. So you don't want to miss this. These are techniques that you can be doing on a daily basis to cleanse your energy from environmental toxins, from other people's negative energy that you may acquire throughout the day, and just from your own stuff, because sometimes the negativity comes from within. So having tools and ways to clear ourselves on a day-to-day basis, just as we take a shower every day, we should be taking energetic showers every day. So energetic hygiene, remember we're energy beings, so we have to start thinking about, you know, cleansing our energy on a regular basis. This is so important. So in this workshop, you're going to learn specific techniques that will help you to clear your energy so that you can vibrate on a higher level, but you're also helping everyone around you to vibrate on a higher level as well. So definitely check out the workshop link if you think you may be interested. I'd love to have you click on the link. It may not be for you, but maybe you know someone who could benefit from this workshop. Feel free to spread the love and share the event with them. So these are powerful techniques, you know, Qigong, energy cultivation. It's very powerful. We're working with subtle energies, but believe me and trust me, you do feel the difference after you have a regular energetic self-care practice and are in the habit of clearing your energy fields, your chakras, your meridians on a day-to-day basis. So again, May the 5th, Vibrational Empowerment. It's going to be in the DC area. The tickets are $59. A wonderful investment for yourself. You are your best asset. Your energy is your greatest asset. So you definitely want to take the opportunity to come and learn some of these techniques. Definitely join me if you can. I would love to see you there.